Porky's is a 1981 comedy film that follows the hilarious adventures of a group of high school friends in the 1950s. The film was a huge hit and spawned 2 sequels and a remake. But what happened to the cast of Porky's after they left Angel Beach High School? Let's find out in this video about Porky's film cast then and now. First, we have Dan Monahan, who played Pee Wee Morris, the smallest and most sexually frustrated member of the gang. Monahan started his acting career in the late 70s and appeared in several films and TV shows, including the Oscar-nominated Only When I Laugh. He reprised his role as Pee Wee in all 3 of Porky's films, but then gradually retired from acting in the late 90s. His last film role was in the 1997 horror film Night Flyer, based on a Stephen King story. Monahan married a teacher named Sharon Killius in 1982, and they have 1 daughter together. He is now 67 years old and enjoys photography and golf. He has played some of the best courses in the world, but he is still waiting for an invitation to play Augusta. Next, we have Mark Heria, who played Billy McCarty, the leader and prankster of the group. Heria also began his acting career in the late 70s and starred in several teen comedies, such as Up the Academy and Zapped. He also returned for both Porky's sequels, but then switched to directing and writing. He directed the horror film Popcorn in 1991 and wrote several novels, such as The Book of Nathan and The Shroud. He is now 66 years old and lives in Los Angeles. Then we have Wyatt Knight, who played Tommy Turner, the rebellious and hot-tempered friend who had a crush on Wendy. Knight had a successful career as a character actor, appearing in films like The Sting 2, Pale Rider, and Born on the 4th of July. He also voiced Tommy in the animated series The New Adventures of Porky's. However, he suffered from non-Hodgkin lymphoma and underwent several treatments that left him in pain. Sadly, he took his own life in 2011 at the age of 56. Next up, we have Roger Wilson, who played Mickey Jarvis, the handsome and charming friend who dated Miss Honeywell. Wilson was also a singer and songwriter who performed with several bands, such as Wasmo Nariz and Roger Wilson and his band. He also acted in films like Thunder Alley, Stroker Ace, and Ghostbusters the Second. He continued to act until 2009, when he appeared in an episode of Law & Order, Criminal Intent. He is now 64 years old and lives in New York. Moving on, we have Cyril OReilly, who played Tim Cavanaugh, the tough and loyal friend who defended meat from Porky's thugs. O'Reilly was also a stage actor who appeared in several Broadway productions, such as Biloxi Blues and the Caine Mutiny Court Martial. He also acted in films like April Fool's Day, The Glass Shield, and Pearl Harbor. He is now 63 years old and still active as an actor and producer. Next, we have Tony Ganios, who played Anthony Meat Tuparello, the big and strong friend who had a reputation for his large endowment. Ganios was discovered by a casting director while he was working as a bouncer at a New York nightclub. He also starred in films like The Wanderers, Die Hard 2, and Rising Sun. He retired from acting in 1994 to pursue a career as an insurance agent. He is now 62 years old and lives in Connecticut. Then, we have Kaki Hunter, who played Wendy Williams, the feisty and adventurous girl who loved Tommy. Hunter was also a writer and director, who co-wrote and co-directed 2 films with her partner Michael McDonald, Just Like That, 1995, and Mad About You, 1996. She also wrote a book called Earthbag Building, The Tools, Tricks and Techniques, 2004, which teaches how to build eco-friendly houses using natural materials. She is now 66 years old and lives in Utah. Next up, we have Kim Cattrall, who played Miss Lynn Lassie Honeywell, the sexy gym teacher who had a loud orgasm with Mickey. Cattrall is probably the most famous member of the Porky's cast, as she went on to star in many films and TV shows, such as Mannequin, Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, Sex and the City, for which she won a Golden Globe, Big Trouble in Little China, for which she won another Golden Globe, and Filthy Rich. She is now 65 years old and lives in London. And finally, we have Nancy Parsons, who played Miss Beulah Balbricker, the strict and mean-spirited teacher who hated the boys and tried to expose Pee Wee's penis. Parsons was a veteran character actress who appeared in many films and TV shows, such as Motel Hell, Steel Magnolias, Sledgehammer, and Roseanne. She also reprised her role as Balbricker in the Porky's sequels. Sadly, she died of diabetes complications in 2001 at the age of 58. That's all for this video about Porky's film cast then and now. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And don't forget to leave a comment below and tell us what you think of the Porky's cast and their careers. Thanks for watching and see you next time.